Hi everybody, it's me, Meghan Joan. Thanks so much for tuning in to MJo Mua. This is the look we'll be doing today. It's a very neutral, everyday makeup. You can do it for any kind of event if you're doing a luncheon with girlfriends, something like that. It's very easy to do, doesn't take very long. So this is my first makeup tutorial video. If you enjoy what you're seeing or you want to see more, definitely subscribe to my page. If you have any questions, any tips, anything like that, let me know. It'll be a fun journey and I appreciate you guys going on it with me. I'm going to be starting with some serum. Some people I see are doing it on their foundation or on their foundation sponge. You can do it that way if you want. It kind of does the same thing. It just gives a little more moisture so it doesn't feel so dry, your foundation and stuff on your skin. This is Meghan Skincare Energy Collagen 100. So it's from Amazon. You can get it on Amazon.com. It's really nice stuff, feels really smooth, and it's not very waxy or oily or greasy really. It's more very light, which I like. I like to put a serum on under my foundation just because it gives your skin a little bit more of a barrier between your skin and the actual foundation, because honestly foundation's not super good for your skin. It causes breakouts and uneven skin tone and things like that. So having a toner or primer or serum on your skin before you put your foundation on really kind of protects your skin a little bit more. So I'll be using as a primer the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I actually got this as a sample. I really actually like it, so I think I'm probably gonna buy it once this is all gone. It's almost gone, sadly. So I'll just spread that all over your face. Primer just helps keep the makeup on, helps makeup stick a little bit better, so you don't have to worry about it kind of drifting down off your face. Then I'm going to be doing some concealer. It's just going to be a pretty basic concealer. All I'm really going to conceal are these little trouble spots right here. I'm not going to do anything super heavy. I'm going to put an under eye color under there to kind of get rid of the under eyes, but for acne spots and things like that, I'm just going to use a drugstore concealer. It's a Cover All by Wet n Wild. It was given to me by a friend actually, but it works okay. Just kind of take my brush and blend it in a little bit. You won't really be able to see it too much under the foundation, but you still want it to look even. So now those red spots are gone, which is nice. This brush, I don't even know what it is. I got it on Amazon in like a pack, but it's a pretty nice little brush. It's tough here, firm here, so it's good for kind of blending concealers and things together. Next, I'll be using the IT Cosmetics by Under Eye, if you can see that. It is a really thick concealer. It's a full coverage concealer, so you don't need very much at all. Cover up the dark circles. If you use too much of this, it will cause a little bit of an under eye wrinkle. If you already have under eye wrinkles, obviously that's something you would like to avoid, like everyone else. So once you get it a little bit spread out, you can go back with the brush that you used to blend the same concealer you had on before and just even out those rough spots, hard edges and things like that, so that you don't have any spots where there's like a very obvious line of concealer, because that's not what you want for sure. Next, I will be applying foundation. So I put a little drop on. Some people will spread it on with their fingers, whatever. That's fine too. I just don't like to get my fingers all covered in stuff. So here's that. So then we're just gonna kind of beat it into our face a little bit. So the foundation I'm using is the Kat Von D Locket Tattoo Foundation. I use it in the color Light 48. It isn't really an everyday wear. It's a very thick, heavy, long wear foundation, but it does cover really well. So if you have an event to go to, like a wedding or a prom, homecoming, dinner with an ex-boyfriend, I don't know, something where you want it to stay for a while and not have to worry about, is my makeup starting to look a little funky? This is a good one for that. But it is a little harder on the skin, so I wouldn't, like I said, wear it every day. So I will always take the foundation sponge, not with any extra foundation on it, just kind of what's left over from when I was putting it on my face originally. And I will go ahead and put it on my eyes. You know, I like to have a little light layer on there so that once the foundation sets, it kind of sets the eyeshadow with it, which is really nice. I also will go under my chin and down because I like to make sure that my chin is the same color as the rest of my face. I have what Amy Schumer calls an at-risk chin, so it kind of will definitely double out sometimes. So it's nice to make sure the skin's the same color, because if you wear a foundation that's a little darker than your skin tone, and you know your chin's lighter and you kind of have a little bit of a light spot there, it's more obvious, it's more noticeable that you have that type of a chin issue. So I usually will always put foundation there. To each their own, obviously, you don't have to. The next step that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply my bronzer. A lot of people will actually do their whole eye routine first before they do their face. I'm not one of those people. I like to have my face done. So what I use for bronzer is the Too Faced. It is the Sun Bunny, so it's the two-tone bronzer. I use this every single day. I don't know what I would do without it, honestly. It's my favorite that I've ever had. A lot of people, you know, maybe don't have as much definition in their face. I definitely have a rounder face, a thicker face. If you look, you might have like these little indentions right here. That's gonna be your main guideline for your bronzer. So you're just gonna take it, and you can even kind of suck your cheeks in if you want, and you're just gonna swipe like that and then circle to kind of blend it all out. So just kind of like what I'm gonna do right now. You can go up around your face, a little more circles, up, and now you have cheekbones. What a concept. I'm not contouring today. I do contour a lot, so you'll see contouring on later videos at later times, but just for today, for my first video, I just want to do kind of a simple look. Face. Good. Okay. I'll do a little on the top of the forehead. You got to be careful if you have a larger forehead. Using more bronzer on your forehead will make it look smaller. But keep in mind, if you have a really small forehead, I would be careful about how much bronzer you put on your forehead, because all it's going to do is make it look smaller. You definitely want to have a forehead. So I'm going to go under the chin and right under the jawline. It's going to define the jawline a little bit more and also help to hide that double chin I was talking about earlier. That's a really important aspect of bronzer. The chin, just treble chin. Ta-da! Next I'm going to do the bronzer around the nose. So if you're one of those people that have a nose that kind of flattens out when they smile like I do, this is where this really comes in handy. I'm going to use the Sun Bunny still, but I'm only going to use the lighter shade. I don't want to do anything super dark on my nose because then it kind of looks weird. People are like, whoa, what's up with your nose? And I just take the brush, start right at the under of the eyebrow, and curve it down the bridge of the nose. And then I can blend it out like this. Visible. You can definitely see there's like a difference in the way the nose looks. It won't look so dramatic once everything's blended together. This isn't the final look, so hang with me here. Same thing on the other side. Start right by the brow, go down the bridge of the nose, and blend it as well as you can. Looks good. So once this is all blended together, it won't look so dramatic and dark like it does right now. But what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna actually set it with a powder. This is just a regular light powder. It's a skin tone, so it's not a banana powder, but it's not like a setting powder either. I think it's just a regular face powder that I just use to set with. This powder is the DHC powder. DHC, it comes in this pink thing. I'll show you after I'm done. I poured it out before I was ready to show you. But it comes in a bunch of different colors. This color is the healthy color. I am almost out, which is very sad for me. I use this powder every day. My mom actually got this powder and she was like, hey, try it, see if you like it. Turns out I absolutely love it. So I definitely need to get some more. And you're just gonna go where you want the light to reflect. Down the bridge of your nose. On the forehead where you want that little triangle to peek out. Just a little bit of, it's gonna make your cheekbones look higher. It's gonna make your chin look thinner, or your cheeks look thinner. It's gonna make your jawline more noticeable, which is something everybody wants, I think. Unless you were just gifted with a perfect jawline. Unfortunately, I was not, so I definitely use powder to pretend that I have a really good jawline. I'm almost out. This is so sad, you guys. It's so sad. You know, when you find a product you really love and then you run out and you're just like, what do I do now? Like, what am I gonna do? Most people aren't procrastinators like me and they'll probably replace it before it runs out, but I'm not one of those people. So we'll let that set for a while, let it kind of set into the foundation. It's also good for if you're the makeup person like me and you like to do your face before your eyes, because if you do get a little fall down from your eyeshadow, you don't really have to worry about it as much because you're gonna wipe it off. So it works great for multiple things. Next, we're gonna start with the shadow. I'm gonna start with my base color. So I use the Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics. This thing is my baby. I use this thing every day for everything. I'm gonna go back with the Bare Essentials Bare Minerals Precision Eye Brush, and I'm gonna use this end here. I'm gonna start with the Skimp color. It's almost gone. As you can see, I use it every day. We're gonna take it, and I like to pack it on a lot right under the eyebrow. So everybody does a little differently. I know people that will do it with their fingers and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't really like stuff all over my finger. So that's where my brushes save me. Then you can take the same brush, same color, and you're just gonna go over the lid here. So the next color I'm going to use is the Seraphine Botanicals. It is the Happy Hibiscus color, so it's like a darker clay color. It's actually really nice for fall. I got it in an Ipsy bag, so I'm sure a lot of people actually have it. Anybody that has Ipsy has probably gotten this shadow at some point or another, so good to know. You can definitely put it to some good use. I always start on the end and I work my way in. You definitely want to have more on the outside than on the inside. If you have too much shadow on the inside, it makes your eyes look small and your lines aren't as sharp. So start on the outside, work your way in. So the next color I'm going to be using is, again, from the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to go in with this cover here. I'm going to be using the Luxie 231 small tapered brush, also Ipsy. And this one, the cover is this one right here, third from the back. Just put some good amount on there, shake it off. We're gonna go right on the very inside of the crease, just to give it a little, you know, more dimension. You get a little deeper in there. On my crease, I'm gonna go with the Primal. It's a darker shade. It's a more gray. It's like gray brown. And that's gonna be my final one on the inside of the lid here, inside of the crease. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually circle and go through. It's not gonna do too much. It is just gonna add a little darker of a hue to it. So the next thing you want to do is, once you have the top part of your shadow done, you want to take a blank brush, a brush without any color on it, and just kind of go over everything to get any excess powder off. Use a Luxie 231, brush it off, nothing on there. And we will just do little circular motions, very light, nothing heavy. Otherwise, you're gonna spread it way too much. Just light, 2 circular motions, just to kind of even everything out. Blend to your heart's desire, as they say. I'm gonna go back in with the Happy Hibiscus, and I'm gonna go underneath the eye. So I leave just a little bit on the inner part of the eye because I'm gonna add a lighter color in there in a minute. And it also helps to keep the eye more open. The eye looks more open if you're not putting a darker color all the way to the very edge. And the eyeshadow is done. All right, so next I'm gonna be doing my brows. Everybody's super crazy about that Anastasia dip brow. I am too. I absolutely love it. I haven't had a chance to go and get more. I ran out. So there is a drugstore right by my work. So I just swung in there and I got the Ardell pomade in medium brown. As I'm sure all of you know, no 2 brows will ever look the same. Sisters, not twins. So we'll see. Everybody does their brows differently. I like to start at the bottom and make my shape that way, and then I'll go up to the top, make that shape, and then I'll hook it down. Everybody has a different way of doing it, so it's not like a set in stone, you have to do your brows this way or you're doing it wrong kind of a thing. So don't worry if you don't do it exactly the same way. I would say try everybody's different ways of doing it because you never really know what's going to work for you until you try it. So then I just kind of go up from the bottom, and I'll help kind of comb those brows a little bit. So brows are done. The next thing I'm gonna do is my eyeliner. So it's gonna be the Stila. It is a long wear waterproof liquid. It's not like a tube liquid, it's like a marker. I really love this stuff. You can get it at Sephora. It actually lasts a really long time. I've had a lot of these that kind of go away after a couple weeks. This one's been holding steady on me for a while now. So what I do with my eyeliner is I'm going to start on the outside, and I'm going to kind of see where my natural lash line is. Once you have that, you can go up and over, and then go back on the inside. And then fill it all in. So over, and then back inside. And to finalize everything. And that's your cat eye. Pretty easy. It's something I do every day because of the shape of my eye. A lot of people don't like doing a cat eye, which is totally fine. You don't have to. I just know it looks the best on my eye just because of my eye shape. So I do it every day. You get really used to it after a while. Next I'm gonna blend all the powder together. I will do this before I do the mascara so that I don't have any powder residue on my mascara. So just blend everything together. Make sure you get the nose to kind of blend that bronzer out. And then the forehead. You don't want any harsh lines from your bronzer. You want your bronzer to look like a natural shadow. So if you see a heavy line, you need to buff it out. You need to definitely blend that out. So next I'm going to be doing my mascara, which will be my second to last step. This is the Jelly Pong Pong Fairy Lash Curl. I got it in my Ipsy bag. I don't typically use this. I'm using it today because I want to see how I like it. I typically will use the L'Oreal Voluminous in the Carbon Black color. It's my fave. But let's see what this does. It's not bad. It does fill them in, which is nice. So you get a nice thick look on the lashes. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but and yes, I do blink every time. Something I learned and I never like unlearned it, I guess. I don't do eyeliner underneath, I just do the mascara. So do a light layer. And your face is done, It's pretty easy. So last thing you do is your lipstick. The good thing about this look is that almost any color is gonna go with it. Since these eyes are so understated and so neutral and kind of calm color-wise, you can use anything you want. For today, I'm gonna do the Kylie lip kit in the Candy K. It's funny, like my friends will actually see it and they're like, oh, how could you buy that? How could you buy that? But honestly, if the girl didn't have such good products, I wouldn't use them. So let's give her some credit, okay? This is actually really creamy, really velvety. It stays on forever. For the lipstick, get off any excess that you have on there. You don't need that much. It really will spread, so. This look is totally complete. Typically I would do my hair after this, but I'm not doing anything tonight, so I'm not going to. If you have any questions, any comments about anything, please feel free to leave me a message, leave me a comment. Definitely subscribe to my page. There will be a lot more tutorial videos coming up. I'm doing a get ready and wine with me night on Sunday with a girlfriend of mine, which is something I'm going to be doing hopefully every week. Every week I'll have a new get ready and wine with me video, and just me and makeup artists in the area, some of my best friends. We're just going to get together, drink some wine, do our makeup. So it should be a good time. You'll see a lot of different techniques that way. I will be uploading a tutorial once a week. I'll be doing a get ready and wine with me once a week, and I will also be doing a review. I'll try to do that once a week. I can't guarantee anything. A review for different products. I'll do drugstore products. I can do big name brand makeup products. Anything that you guys see that you're kind of curious about. Should I buy this? Does it work? Does it last? Shoot me a message. I can look into doing it, letting you guys know what's worth the money and what's not. And I guess that's probably it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for MJo Mua. My name is Meghan Joan. Other than that, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. I'm getting lights tomorrow, guys. Like, I'm gonna have lights tomorrow in the mail, like real official ones. Right now I'm just using like a bulb on a lamp to brighten my face up because my bathroom's super dark. So hopefully that's gonna help the videos as well. Hang tight with me. Things will get better. This is the first video, but I think it's gonna be a good one. So thanks so much, guys. Bye.